Hey, what's up guys and girls, this is Midori, and I'm back with another episode of Draw Midori. Now, today I am working with the Blue Bomber, Megaman, and as you guys know, this is the fall season, so the fall season, there's just a bunch of games that's coming out for the fall, and Mega Man 11 is one of them. Now, this game is pretty much, it's taking a new school slash old school route with this game, so it's going to be a 2.5D game, and I'm pretty digging the style, so that way it relates to a lot of new school gamers and old school gamers. And in terms of Mega Man's design, I believe they didn't change too much of his design. He's a little bit taller than normal, like, compared to his original 8-bit form, and also his original his old school 16-bit form in Mega Man X. So he's sort of like in between the 8-bit and X form in terms of height and style. So he's not as chibi as the old school 8-bit Mega Man, but he's not as tall as Mega Man X, because if he was a little bit more taller, he'll definitely be like Mega Man X style. So now with this drawing, given that it's Inktober, I'm pretty much going to sort of stick to black and white, but there's going to be a little bit of color in there. Not too much color, more like a warm gray, cool gray, things of that nature. So it's like he's not going to be, sky blue or baby blue or anything like that. I'm sort of sticking to the grayscale with this drawing. And as always, you can see I start off with the mannequin. I always start off with the mannequin with all my character drawing. That's just the way I learned to draw. I could do it like I am doing it freehand, but how can I say this? I could do it like free form, in terms of, like, have you ever noticed, like, if you look on YouTube or some artists, they would just draw everything, like everything without drawing any type of shapes or forms or anything like that. They would just go into detail, you know what I mean? Like, they won't just do a skeleton or outline. They would just, whatever they're drawing, that's final. But I usually, that's not how I was taught to draw. So here I ran into a technical difficulty for a couple of seconds. The video went out, but I promptly fixed that for you guys. So this stage of the drawing, as always, I'm going over it with a 0.1 Copic marker, not marker but multi-liner for the detail. So it's pretty thin. And then after this, I'm going to go over it again with a 0.5. Also, you're going to see that I'm going to also use the brush. And when I use the brush for the outlining, some of the outlining, the line weight, it's going to be mostly for fixing some of the mistakes. Well, I can't really call it mistakes, because with this drawing, I'm actually using a cheap knockoff Copic style marker. They're not Copic brand, they're like a knockoff Chinese brand. And sadly, I don't want to be a stereotype, those Chinese markers, you get what you pay for. They're not as good, but I'm pretty much using these because I have all the shades and values in gray. So I decided to use these. I mean, they're okay, but the problem is, they bleed a lot in comparison to Copic markers. So you're gonna see that in this drawing. It's going to be a lot of bleeding outside of the lines that I'm going to draw, so I'm going to have to go over again and try to fix that with the brush, the Japanese brush that I have. So you're going to see that in the edges. You can see that it's already bleeding out. So I get less of this problem with Copic markers because it absorbs the paper and absorbs, the ink absorbs a lot better with this paper that I have, this Bristol paper. So overall, Copics is definitely a better brand. And you can see in terms of the blending, you're gonna see a lot of streaks with this with these markers. So you see the streaks and you see the bleeding. So definitely you see a difference between expensive Copic markers and cheap knockoffs. So yeah. But overall, I like the drawing. It came out pretty decent drawing, you know, even though, you know, there's some minor mistakes with the bleeding and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of changed his eyes, a little bit of creative license, and put it into my style that I like to draw when it comes to character drawing. So I tend to draw a lot of stuff in this 1930s kind of style. But yeah, guys, this drawing is coming to an end. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit the bell icon so you know when I upload new content. Up next, I will be doing one of the characters from the new Dragon Ball Broly movie, the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, and I'm pretty excited for this movie. I can't wait till next year when this drops. They're pretty much retconning the original origin stories of Goku, Vegeta, and Broly, and you know, they're sort of intertwining them all together to make one coherent story. So it seems like it's gonna be pretty good, because you know, in the old Dragon Ball, Vegeta was a lot older, you know, so now it seems like they're sort of gonna be around the same age, and you know, leaving planet Namek as it's exploding at the same time. So it looks like it's gonna be interesting, and I'm looking forward to drawing the new Broly. I'm digging the new style. It's pretty okay. The old school way is still better, but yeah. Guys, you have a great week. I will be doing more later. Check you guys later, guys.